Alright, hello guys, and today we're here with the Saint of Salvation, Lili, summon or skip video. And just like when they dropped Olivier, this time they have dropped Lili and made her a red healer, which makes sense based on the Apocrypha story. Oh, she's a healer, a Holy Mother, a saint, and all that stuff. It only makes sense she's a healer. Though I will say it was an interesting choice for them to make Olivia a tank instead of a DPS. So, but that just leaves Freya to be the DPS, which is interesting. I mean, she wouldn't be a bad one, I guess, but I just thought it would have been Freya that would have played the tank role and Olivia that would have been the DPS. Because, as you can see here, because Olivia is pretty much like the strongest of all of them, and it's surprising that she's the one playing tank. But that's more of Apocrypha lore and not having to deal with the event, the actual Summoner Skip video. So we'll delve into this Lili. Let me start off with the ultimate. I'll fix down to our enemy. Regrets HP is the crit rate, grants fighting spirit buff. So the same buff, fighting spirit buff that they gave to Alpha. And then yeah, each time skill 1 is actually raises the time to 50 for Alpha and for allies by 30% for 20 seconds. Which is good, I'll say. You also grant your attack buff if and troop. So like the Shadow Festival, your team and the Shadow Festival Atomic Delta, they'll benefit a lot from that ultimate. Especially the parts that are restricted to fire and troop. That's having a 30% buff for 20 seconds is also good, pretty good in my opinion. Especially if skill 1 ends up being casted more than once. Which this is skill 1. Which raises speed for its crit attack and increases HP. As you can see here, for its crit attack if and troop. At the Holy Punishment, this goes whatever. Lowers defense, enemies for lower speed, and inflicts slow with green elemental. Even though it's pretty rare for a tractor to have slow, I mean it's not really that good either way. It's just better to boost. It's just better to boost your own speed. It's better to just boost your own speed rather than try lowering the enemy's one. And the passive here, Saint of Salvation, a star flavor is about red element allies, very easy damage inflicted. Anytime crit is triggered by ally, its crit damage limit of red fan for allies up to 30% up to 30,000 up to 460 seconds up to 2 times. It's just like when they did this Apocrypha Alexia. She too raised her crit damage limit, so it's pretty much the same thing. As you can see here, raised crit damage limit by 30,000 for 60 seconds. And when awaken, it goes up to 50,000. It's pretty much the same thing with this Lili. But she does it twice, and then when awaken, it goes up to 5 times. I would say the buffs do look good, at least on the passive. And the ultimate. Those and her gear, well, it just gives it grants an overheal buff, which is whatever. But also gives a 30% speed boost to allies, which is nice. And will go well in accordance to his healing grace skill. Even though the speed boost from this is pretty low, I won't lie. I can take up her awakenings. A1 sucks. A2 is I guess it's decent. A3 is pretty good. Granting more buffs and stuff. A4 is whatever. A5 is also good, so it's typical for only the A3 and A5 to be good. But that's really silly herself. But I think she's not really worth it. Even outside of Apocrypha reasons. Because there's like the Apocrypha story here. And as you can see, we're progressing along the normal timeline. Victoria has turned into a demon. Pretty much all I'll say is at the end side of her kicked up her love for Shadow, and yeah, he pretty much transformed into a demon. So honestly, I will say her demon form does look pretty cool. Though her ultimate as the boss hunt is pretty interesting. So yeah, there's that reason as to why you might want to hold off summoning for Lili, as well as this rerun banner. The Apocrypha Alpha on it is, in my opinion, better than this Lili. Though it is a 50-50. I like to say it's a, but I guess Alexa can be a strong DPS. But the only reason you'll read ever summon this planet is for Apocrypha Alpha. And because she's that good, as you can see here. I'll make another video about these, but yeah, I use Alpha in my iPad Alpha on release. And yeah, she cooks. Alexa can be a strong DPS, but she's follows that selfish build. And she's also reliant on having the allies for her passive. As well, not like that, but we still have to see what the second demon is. Who knows who that could be? Whether it'll be Lili herself again, or someone else like Rose or Oriana. Overall, and of course, there's a second event unit. That being the Delta, though Delta would probably be an even easier skip than this Lili, in my opinion. So he's kind of in a spot really. Because of reruns and new banners, more than likely going to be better than her. Because like we will probably get the Demon Claire rerun, and that will be better than this to Lili. So I guess if you summon for the Atomic Delta and it's going to summon for the new Delta, it will be worth it, I guess. But not really, in my opinion. So most just pull for Lili. No. Lili, if waifu. And that's all I gotta say. See ya later.